This is the Icy Pressure Pad room. I'll be using three companies Vent, Saga from Scout Run, so that I have to actually find the ice puzzle. In this puzzle, you have to step on each of the four pressure pad in order for the room to be opened. To do this, you can look from each button, see if there's a good spot to start from. So for example, if you're able to manage to get yourself on this position, you can go across and stuff on the button. This just takes a lot of practice and getting used to in order to do quickly, and understanding locations that are pretty good for stepping on the pressure pads. In this case, I found two of them. This one, I'll go to the corner, and then if you're able to stay, hit an obstacle, then then you're in a better position to try to get onto a pressure pad. And once you're on a pressure pad, you try to look around, see if there's some good locations they can slide from, to get you to the next pressure pad. In this case, I am able to get to the three pressure pad from this one pressure pad, and now that they're all stepped on, I can go on to the next door. This puzzle changes each time you see it, or at least there are several sets of them, so you'll have to get used to how to do them, and in order to you'll have to get used to each different one in order to do them quickly and understand um, good locations to try to get onto the pressure pads. In this room, there'll be a chisel when you enter on the floor. You pick up the chisel, you mine the rock, you'll get a piece of rock, which then you have to carve into a keystone. With the keystone, you will repair the bridge, and once you repair the bridge, you can walk across. And while you're repairing, other people could walk as soon as you start repairing, so they can exit cross the bridge a bit sooner. The broken plank room. In this room, you jump across the bridge using agility, and you have option of raiding the crates, picking five planks up, and then building a bridge so that repairing the bridge so that people can cross it. Or if you're able to jump over first place, you can just ignore it and continue on without repairing the bridge. I personally don't ever repair it. Returning the flow. In here, there will be four pillars and possibly four rubbles. You mine the rubble that are in the way of the flow of the pillar, and if the pillar is damaged, you will have to fix them to allow the flow to flow through the passage, and then remove the rubbles to remove them from blocking it to get to the pedestal. Once all of them are flowing to the pedestal, you're able to open the next door. There's a grapple tightrope in this room, similar to the winch room, except there's no winch in here. So you take the meat corn from the crates, you take the metal hooks from the box, you just smith the anvil, and you spin on the wheel to turn the meat corn to rope, which you will attach to the head of the metal hook. Combine them, and you just click to grapple across the chasm, and you'll toss the grapple across. As you're tying the rope down, someone else can be crossing it, so you don't have to wait for the person to finish tying the rope down. This is Statue Bridge. In this room you need a pickaxe to mine a piece of stone. Then you will repair the statue without needing a hammer. Once you put the rock into the statue, then you push the statue across onto the pressure plate, and then the bridge comes out, and then everyone can cross. This is the Poltergeist room. In this room, you read the sarcophagus. You'll be told which type of herb need, and then you'll grab four of them from the herb patch, and I forgot which was that I needed. Once you have picked the herb, then you clean them and you put them into the sensors. And I kind of forgot again. Okay. If someone were to have the interface opened while while last herb is picked, then you'd be able to have more than one herb. In this room, it's a hassle in order to pick a herb if there's monsters attacking you, so it's best if there's more than one person in the room attacking the monsters to get them off of you, or for whoever not to be attacked to be the one that picks the herb. One way to work together is as one person puts the herb onto the sensors, the other people will light it so that the one person with the herb can just run around in a circle and putting herbs into these sensors. Once they're all lit, you open the sarcophagus and then you can open the door. There are little bits of things to do in order to make the ghost happy, so we can continue. The first thing is the one of them is the jewel on the floor, which you take and put in the jewelry box. One of them is to unlock coffin and bless it, using thieving prayer. Another one is to repair the damaged pillar, which requires construction, and another broken pot that requires construction. Once you've done those things, ghosts will dance, and then you can leave to the next room. What is it called? Recess. In this room, you will have to pull a block to each of the recesses on the floor and match the color to it. In order to get the color, you will have to go to the shelves to grab a bottle. There'll be one for each color, and you have to take one of each and then place and then color block. If you want to recolor block or miscolor the block, you will take a penalty of either damage or being poisoned from doing that. Um, in, it's a problem in order. It's a bit difficult to take out the bottles while monsters are attacking you, so it's advised that at least two people in there to get the monsters off one person, and so the other person can grab the bottles. You can be poisoned, or you can take damage when you fail it, so you'll have to make sure you actually have the bottle. The way I like to pull move the blocks is to pull them, because that way monsters won't block the path of the bl block from being pushed. And when I color the blocks, I go in a diagonal, or no, a Z. That way I will not risk running into a block and being blocked off, and it's easier that way to do that. This is the flower roots room. In this room there is one center plant and a bunch of other smaller plants around it. In order to get to the center, you must cut to the plants um, as they you must cut the plants the small plants that matches the color of the large plant. There's a pattern for this for the colors. The pattern is it always cycles from yellow to blue to purple to red, as put here YBPR, and you can write that down when you start to have something to refer to when you look. And the center plant changes every 7 ticks of zero point 0.6 seconds or 4.2 seconds. It'll change color. So while the small plants change every 14 ticks of zero point 0.6 seconds for 8.4 seconds. Since the small ones change slower, you will know that by since the small one changes slower, you can look at the larger one and get ahead of it because this will change faster than the smaller ones. So right now it's blue, and if you, I know that blue will become purple. So if one of these were purple, I could wait it there instead. So right now it's red, and I see that blue is closest to red, going the left. So I know to wait the blue, and I'd be able to cut the tree. Um, and then I just cut it when I see it. You can get hurt if you click too soon, but you could just spam click it if you know it was supposed to change that, and then you'll be able to still cut it while taking damage. But if you keep spam clicking while it's the wrong color, you can and probably will suffer a lot of damage. Portal maze. There's a picture from Wiki. I never actually found the puzzle, so I couldn't actually do the puzzle while talking about it. So instead, I shall do a different method. So here is a self-made portal I had with directions laid out, which shows a general idea, but obviously it's not actually colored. They all look the same. You have to figure out which portal goes where. There is always two portals that links together, so that if you go in one portal, you emerge from the other portal. If you try to go back into that portal you emerge from, you'll go back to the first portal. So going back and forth will always lead you the same direction. Two portals on the one side and the other side do not lead to the same portal. For example, if you're coming from this one, it's not you'll go to this portal. If you're going to this portal, you end up arriving in this portal. So each side has its own direction. Um, the portal over here, the center where you're trying to get to, is if you go through a portal, you'd be sent to the front, despite um, yeah, you'd be sent to the front no matter what. So once everyone gets on the inside, they go through center to exit. And here's a PowerPoint made to use this since I couldn't find an actual one, so I'll use it instead. So here's what portal look like normally, in manner of speaking. And here's the color that I made where each portal will go where. And this shall be an example of how you go through the portals. The general idea, what I do is I go in one direction and keep going that direction until I reach the end. So let me make this. For example, if this was, I should put direction here, but say up is north, to left is west, south is, down is south, and right is east. I try going in one direction, generally whichever one's inside, or just keep going north. So starting this example, I'll keep going north. I'll go north in this portal and I'll arrive at this portal. I'll go north again, I'll arrive at this portal. As you can see, if you compare the colors, north again, arrive at this portal, north again, arrive at this portal, and then I'll go north and then arrive here. And when all 5 members get in the center, then they'll step in an X, they'll stand on the pressure pad, and then the door will unlock. Um, what I generally try to make sure I remember which direction I went, especially if there's other people, and try to keep it simple so that I can give directions for other people, because you cannot take the group gate inside. If you do, you'll not be able to teleport to it. And when that happens, if someone doesn't have their own gate outside, they can be stuck inside the portal and die for that. So what I would do is I'd try to get the center, and once I have a direction, I'd know where to send out people. For example, in this one I just did, it was one north, 2 north, 3 north, 4 north, and then arrive at the center. So I'll tell everyone 4 north to get to the center, and then if they follow instructions, they will arrive. Unfortunately, some people can't read the compass and end up going wrong directions, or they don't listen, and unfortunately it could take longer. But hopefully they do, and it'll be done faster. Otherwise, more people die. So here's another example. If I was to go left, and I'll keep going left, and keep going left, keep going left, keep going left. But in this one, I realized that uh, left is the same direction I just came from, so I have to pick a different direction. Since I was already came from this portal, went to this portal, and arrived at this portal, this is the only portal left. Or I can just go what's straight across from me and start in the direction. So I go south, and I arrive to where I want to be, and make the X, and everyone can continue. Last direction, you go right, arrive here, but there's no right, so I have to pick another direction, so I'll go left, and keep going left, but unfortunately I'm on the left side already, so I'll go right, I'll go right, can't go right, so to the left, and then same situation as the first time, I'll have to go down, and I'm there. Unfortunately, the longer it takes and the more change of directions you take, you will probably get lost and then get confused. When that happens, I just teleport outside and start over again, either in a new direction or just try to keep better track of it. And once everyone's in the center, it can be done. If you're in the center and you gave it the directions, you can what there's one more thing you can do. If you're in the center, you can go through the 3 portals. They'll lead to a certain direction. If people were to go in the portal that you emerged from, they'll be able to go to the center. For example, if you're in the center, you go left, the people will see that you're from this portal. So if they manage to get into this room through the other 3 portals, then they'll know that they can get through this portal and get to the center. Likewise, the same for the orange one if you go up, and blue if you go right. Problem with this is that you might forget which portal you came from somehow, and then get lost, and then you have to start over yourself because then you lost track.